Have you ever felt exhausted? Not because life is hard, but because people are? Not because you lack clarity, but because others refuse to think? There is something deeply unsettling about realizing that many of your conflicts don't come from malice, but from something far more dangerous. Stupidity, combined with confidence. Arthur Schopenhauer understood this long before our time. He didn't see stupidity as simple ignorance, something that could be fixed with knowledge. He saw it as a force, a structural flaw in human nature, something resistant to reason and deeply rooted in emotion. And here is the painful truth. Intelligent people suffer more, not because they are weak, but because they see more clearly. They notice contradictions others ignore. They feel the tension between truth and illusion. While a shallow mind rests comfortably in simple answers, the reflective mind is constantly wrestling with complexity. But this awareness comes at a cost. Because intelligence is forced to coexist with something loud, something aggressive, and often socially rewarded. Stupidity. And when intelligence meets stupidity, it does not create understanding. It creates friction. Have you noticed this? You try to explain something clearly, calmly, logically, and instead of curiosity, you are met with resistance. Instead of dialogue, you get emotion. Instead of reflection, you get certainty. Because the problem is not information. The problem is attachment. People are not defending truth. They are defending their identity. And when their beliefs are challenged, they don't respond with reason. They respond with ego. This is why arguing with certain people feels so draining. You are not exchanging ideas. You are confronting a wall. A wall that does not want to understand, only to be right. And the more you try to explain, the more you lose energy. The more you feel misunderstood, and the more you begin to question yourself. But here is the shift. Maybe the problem is not your explanation. Maybe the problem is your expectation. Because not every mind is built to receive depth. There is a trap that intelligent people fall into, and that is almost invisible. They believe that if something is explained clearly enough, it will eventually be understood. But Schopenhauer warned, this belief is not only naive, it is dangerous. Because human beings are not primarily rational creatures. They are driven by emotion, by fear, by desire. And reason often serves these impulses instead of guiding them. A person does not reject logic because they cannot understand it. They reject it because it threatens their sense of self. And this is where the trap begins. You keep explaining, you keep clarifying, you keep trying to be understood, believing that persistence will create connection. But instead, you become exhausted because you are investing energy in something that was never meant to evolve. Have you ever noticed how calm explanations are sometimes met with anger? How simple disagreements turn into personal attacks? This is not accidental. When a person lacks depth, disagreement feels like humiliation. And instead of reflecting, they defend. Instead of listening, they react. And slowly, you start feeling something dangerous. Not frustration, but contempt. You begin to see others as less capable, less aware, less worth your time. And Schopenhauer warned about this, because contempt does not poison them, it poisons you. It ties your peace to their limitations. It makes you reactive instead of sovereign. So what is the alternative? If arguing drains you, if explaining fails, and if contempt corrupts you, what remains? Schopenhauer's answer is simple, but difficult to accept. Selective silence. Not every truth needs to be spoken. Not every mind needs to be reached. Not every conflict deserves your energy. Because sometimes, the highest form of intelligence is knowing when to stop explaining.
At the deepest level of Schopenhauer's philosophy, there is a realization that changes everything.
The goal of intelligence is not to correct the world, but to remain intact within it. Think about how much energy you have wasted trying to elevate conversations, trying to fix misunderstandings, trying to be understood by those who were never listening. Now ask yourself something honestly. What if you stopped? What if you stopped explaining, stopped convincing, stopped reacting? Would you lose something? Or would you finally gain peace? Schopenhauer believed that inner peace is the highest form of intelligence. Not winning arguments, not proving others wrong, not being right, but being undisturbed. Because the real danger of stupidity is not that it surrounds you, but that it provokes you. It pulls you into endless cycles of explanation, into emotional reactions, into conflicts that lead nowhere. And over time, this erodes your clarity, your patience, and eventually, your peace. But there is another way. You can choose distance, not out of arrogance, but out of clarity. You can choose silence, not because you have nothing to say, but because not everything deserves a response. You can choose to observe instead of reacting. And when you do this, something powerful happens. You are no longer controlled by others' limitations. You are no longer dragged into pointless battles. You are no longer trying to pour depth into minds that cannot hold it. And in that moment, you become free. Free from the need to be understood. Free from the need to be right. Free from the noise. Because true intelligence is not loud. It is controlled. It is selective. It is quiet.